Welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show. And now, here's Jeff Crilley.
Welcome back to the Jeff Crilley Show. I'm so excited about this segment. It's Women's Leadership Live. My desk is Debbie Saviano. We've known each other for years, and I have just been so pleased watching this movement that you co-founded. Tell us more about Women's Leadership Live.
Well, Women's Leadership Live aims to train women for success, however they define it. Because, women today try to balance it all. They try to juggle. They've got home, they've got family, they've got career, they've got their foundations they support, their community service. And so my partners, Linda McMahon, formerly CEO of WWE, and Stacy Shefflin, who is a personality host phenomena on HSN and QVC in countries around the world, the three of us came together and felt there was a need that women need to have a support base. They need to have a community. And so Women's Leadership Live was founded, and we feel very passionately about what we're doing, and we want it to be for women. The other day I saw a conference, and I looked at the speakers, and they were all men except for one. And it was all in regard to leadership. And I thought, where are the women? Where's the diversity? Diversity across the board, right? So it's about serving women. It's about training women for their success, their leadership journey, wherever that is.
And I want you to share the story about how it was born, because it wasn't like you guys woke up one morning and said, we're going to do this. I mean, it was a conversation.
It was, and it's a funny story. And I so wish that Stacy and Linda were here, because Stacy, we tell it beautifully together. Stacy had heard me speak back east a couple of years ago. She hired me to do her LinkedIn profile and do some work for her on her social media. And she then invited me to be on her HSN show. And so, of course, I graciously said yes. It was a great time, except she didn't tell me till afterwards that you had to first go on with no makeup. I might have reconsidered. But anyway, a great experience being on HSN with her. And so during those 4 days in the quiet of the media room, the cameras are off, the lights are down, she and I are talking about saving the world. I have a daughter and a son and then 5 granddaughters, and she has 2 daughters. So naturally, women in leadership in the future was prominent. And so in those 4 days, we literally hatched this baby and wrote all our notes, did everything. Her great husband, David Shefflin, who kind of reined us back in and said, you need to have a business plan, because we're just ready to run to the gate, right? And so we did. He created that for us, and we got everything together. And then Stacy goes, hey, Debbie, I've got this really good friend who's very successful, and I think we should go ask her input and her insights. I said, absolutely. If we've got someone who's willing to do some mentoring of us, give us some advice and counsel, absolutely. Who's the friend? And she says, Linda McMahon. And I said, as in WWE and WrestleMania? And she says, yes. I said, oh, my goodness. Okay. Yes, if she will see us, you bet. Linda was the most gracious, humble, endearing woman I've ever met. First moment you know that she's in to serve and to help women. So we go in, and she tells the story that we're a tag team, and she had to rein us in, which is true. She still does today. But we're sharing and asking for her advice, her input, and she says it about, 30, 45 minutes in, she goes, I think it's great. I think there's a real need for it, and I want in. And literally that day in her office in Connecticut, the 3 of us founded the partnership. We toasted. We had champagne. And as they say, the rest is history. And we have been on a whirlwind for a year and a half doing the research, doing the work, making sure that what we're going to do is what women need.
And you have a conference coming up.
We have a conference coming up. Thank you. We do.
Tell us about the conference.
May 19th through 22nd at the Omni Mandalay in Irving, Texas. And we have been very fortunate to partner with Beth Bowman, the 5-star CEO of the Greater Irving Los Colinas Chamber of Commerce. So we're partnering with them, and we are most excited about the event. We've got speakers coming in from across the country. Our 2 opening keynotes will be, and they're really not keynotes. We're doing that differently. They're conversations. We want it to be collaboration. We don't want it to be just speaking at us. 2 very, very, very successful women who have achieved an immense amount of success. Stephanie McMahon, Chief Brand Officer for WWE. We had a little bit of pull there. And Charlotte Jones Anderson, our local heroine here in Dallas of the Dallas Cowboys. So they are going to open it up with what it's like to be in a male world, how you overcome those challenges, the success that they've had, how they've achieved it. And we are most honored that Bell Helicopter is signed on as our first goal sponsor. So we have some incredible support in the North Texas area. But we came here for that because course, I'm biased, right? We're biased here, but North Texas has some powerful women. We have powerful women in Texas. It is a state for business. It's a state for entrepreneurs and successful women at the corporate level. So North Texas has a special place because of that.
Now, it's a conference aimed at women, but guys could learn as much as the women could, couldn't they?
Yes, great question. And we have some men who have registered, actually. And Stacy Shefflin calls them our enlightened men because they recognize the value of wanting to be in a room to hear what other women are hearing and to hear how they can learn from us. So it'll be a little bit of a turn as far as the conversations. Now, will they stay for all the events? Probably not. So a couple of the night things they probably won't stay for. They're welcome, but they probably won't. But we do have men registered. But the majority will be women.
Well, my daughter, Sarah Crilley, is joining us as a co-host. And I feel like one of the greatest gifts I can give as a dad is a ticket to the conference to my daughter.
And we are most excited she's coming.
Absolutely. And I want to touch on with the Women's Leadership Live conference that's coming up in May is that not only are you going to be learning and being there immersed with all these great speakers and knowledge and mentorship, but also the networking aspect, because being a woman in business, sometimes it's lonely. And that phrase of being lonely at the top, you'll be in networking with other women that are in our backyard, in our community. And I just think that's such a wonderful aspect to not just leave with all the great knowledge, but also hopefully some friends and connections in the business world, which is incredible to have here in Dallas-Fort Worth.
Right, because everyone's so busy doing their job at that corporate level, if you will, or at the entrepreneurial level as well, their own businesses. But let's just take the corporate. If someone's looking for a new career, or they're wanting to expand it, well, let's face it, their research will show networking and mentorship is how you get it. And so being there, being present, being part of the activities, you don't know who you could meet, right?
Exactly. And also it's Mother's Day month, and what a great gift to someone that wants to learn.
And you have a cool contest that you guys
we
are running.
do.
Talk
oh my
about the contest.
gosh. And Sarah was very instrumental in this as well. So what we've done is, Stacy, as I mentioned, is on HSN. So we have a contest that runs through Monday. Or is it May 1st? Tomorrow is May 1st. So this is critical. This is truly the chance of a lifetime. We're looking for 2 women who have retail-ready product. They will be invited to be on Stacy's HSN show live with her. That right there is huge. It's airfare, hotel, everything's paid for that. And then they get a free ticket to the event as well. Bob Costa of HSN has a program called American Dream, and he is the father, literally, of Home Shopping Network TV. And so he is looking for women who want to take their product to TV. So this contest is and it's on our website. If you go to the website, it's on there. It says contest, and you can look at it. It's also on our Facebook page. But it's a huge opportunity. I encourage people to
womensleadershiplive.com.
Absolutely. No, that's almost like winning the lottery.
It could be
an entrepreneur.
a life changer for someone. Absolutely.
Okay.
We've had an immense amount of interest. I was looking at the Facebook analytics this morning, and the number of click-throughs and people going to that is incredible. Shows you how people are interested, because you can't do that. It could cost you a fortune just to get a consultant who's going to give you the guidance and tell you, but they're not making the introductions. Stacy, because her relationship with Bob Costa, the relationships are there. He's a sponsor with Women's Leadership Live, his American Dream. He's on TV once a month, and I think they're moving that to weekly now. But yes, it's huge.
What's the website, Sarah?
womensleadershiplive.com.
So, Debbie, tell us more about the conference and how it will differ from other women-focused conferences around the country.
Excellent question. How will it differ? It will differ, number one, just because of the basis that it was founded. We don't want it to be like everything else. We have, and we call Linda our genius CEO, even though she shrugs at that, but it's true. She and her husband Vince built an empire, 180 countries. They had sell out at AT&T Stadium with WrestleMania. Over 101,000 tickets were sold. She knows how to build a business, and she knows how to put on an event. It's going to be fun. It's going to be informative. I mean, just the 3 of us together, you never know what you're going to get. So in a good way. But we are inviting women in, speakers who are going to give access. They're going to have conversations with you. We have 3 panels. We have a corporate panel, entrepreneurial panel, and a nonprofit community panel. And like on the corporate panel, it's Lisa Atherton, the Executive VP at Bell Helicopter for Military Services. It's Michelle Friermeyer, the CFO for Service King. And for the local here, everyone knows Service King Paint and Body. It's a huge success right now around the country. And then the third one is Shauna Bella, who was on Undercover Boss for Nestle's Toll House Cookies. So we have got some incredible women. We'll have breakout speakers. We'll have activities at night. We've got a Q&A with the three of us. We've got DJ and dancing on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun.
A lot of fun, and an exclusive limited number of tickets, only 200
it's
women.
Intimate. And let's talk more about access, because think about this. If you wanted to try and meet Linda McMahon, trying to get through the gatekeepers, I mean, you could walk right up to her and have a conversation with her.
Absolutely. And that is a really good point, Jeff, because if nothing else, and I will liken it to our guy here would be Mark Cuban. He's a great guy. He's a genius. How many of us would like to sit at the table and pick his brain? All of us, right? You can't get that access. Same with Linda McMahon. She has such a huge, successful following that it's limited, right? However, the access at the event, it won't be. We'll all be together constantly. We'll be talking about things. We'll have opportunities for activities. That in itself is worth the price of the ticket. Seriously.
Absolutely.
I mean, she's on CNN, she's on Fox, she's on every major network, constantly being interviewed as for women in leadership and politics and how those all bring together and how we can improve our own leadership journey. So her access alone. Then you got Stacy Shefflin, $350 million empire.
Yes.
Countries across the world, QVC and HSN. It's huge.
Absolutely.
I feel like people are out there and they're just blowing money on the lottery, hoping to win that sweepstakes, and they will run through sometimes thousands of dollars a year on scratch offs.
Right.
This is the winning ticket, and it's guaranteed.
Well, you bring up a great point as well, to invest in yourself. Don't just blow money in on anything. This is really investing in yourself, in your business, and in others as well, if you want to gift that ticket to someone.
Absolutely. That's a really good point, because this is a tangible. You know you're going to come, and you know you're going to have access to women across the board who have an immense amount of success. And more importantly, they're willing to share it. We all want to be catalysts for change, and we know to do that, you have to network, you have to mentor, you have to be part of a community, and that's what that event for 3 days. It's going to be intense. It's going to be a great time, but what you can walk out of that with, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, is truly better than a lottery ticket. You're right. It's a good point.
I've always said you got to circulate to percolate, and there are so many people sitting behind their computer hoping to be a business success. By meeting these incredible women and learning from them, that's how you climb the ladder.
Absolutely, isn't it? That's how it. And the point with it, exactly, as Sarah just mentioned as well, being there with the networking. But the other thing is they are behind the computer. They're nervous. They're 67% of the women lack confidence. That's research driven. That's the facts are out there. Everyone in the quiet of the night, no matter how successful they are, think, am I worthy? Should I do it? They question themselves. We're going to come together with a loving, supporting environment where they're going to feel good.
Let's get that website one more time, Sarah.
womensleadershiplive.com.
Debbie, what's that website?
womensleadershiplive.com. Please come register and join us. And put on Facebook that you're coming, because I'd love to connect with you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Happy Saturday, everybody.
And we'll
Thank
see you next week.
This is Talk Radio 1190.